First of all, a disclaimer. I love Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo's Batman. I love everything they did except the giant dandelion man. And I think that they are the best thing to happen to Batman in a decade. But I'm going to pick on them as an example because it's a symptom of a problem that I really hate, that they've done really well. So I'm not just picking on a crappily done example, I'm picking on a good example of a bad trend. So let's get to it. What the hell is this? What is this? What has it got to do with Batman? This is bollocks. It's ridiculous. Batman rolling around in the Hulkbuster painted grey with a tiny little Batman symbol on the chest just so you know it's still him, because there's no other way of recognising it's Batman. This is the Iron Bat problem, where they try and make Batman as Batman and Tony Stark at the same time. This whole scene from Endgame was really well done. It was really cool. It was Batman taking on the Justice League and all his contingency plans he had, and it was really well done. But I didn't want it done. I am sick, and so are so many other fans, and it's turning off new fans, of this Batman has a contingency, for every conceivable problem that could ever happen to anyone ever. That, and he gets sucker punched all the time. So they just make him super smart and then super stupid at the same time. And the reason it's so annoying is they can make Batman a legit genius. And convincingly so. It's not some kind of Deus Ex Machina, oh wait, hang on, I read that in National Geographic once, it'll stop the Riddler. It's really cleverly done, and it's really organically done. But then they go and rely on these ridiculous gadgets all the time, like the Hulkbuster Iron Bat thing, and it's ridiculous. It's approaching the levels of shark repellent bat spray, but the only difference is now he has the shark repellent bat spray, and then we have Lucius Fox pop up and go, oh, but it was used by the CIA back in the 60s. So everybody just swallows it begrudgingly. But this is the worst offender of them all. This is the new and improved Batcomputer, the Batcomputer that solves everything. Bruce Wayne has become the NSA of Gotham, and nobody can fart in Gotham City without Bruce Wayne knowing about it. And any problem he has, stick it in the Batcomputer, and voila, there's your answer. Sound familiar? Yeah, they did it in the 60s, and again, they didn't have any fancy holographics, so everybody thought it was silly, but now that they've got, again, it looks like Tony Stark's gear. If you look at Alex Ross's stuff, which I'll use as an example later, he'll give Batman his own style. He won't just use this standard Hollywood trope. And the other problem is, this is the only panel I could really find where they show this off, because everything else is done through little speech bubbles where they just explainify everything really conveniently to Batman. So he doesn't actually have to do any detective work. He doesn't have to use his disguises. He doesn't have to do any Matches Malone type stuff. He doesn't have to actually analyse a crime scene. He just basically takes a 3D picture of the crime scene, assuming he even goes to it, and voila, there's your answer. I mean, they literally get the computer to solve the problem of a virus that they're trying to analyse, and they just use the computer for everything. Do you remember in The Man Who Laughs, where Bruce Wayne spent 3 days or something in his lab doing biology, doing chemistry before your eyes? And they've not made him stupid. He still knows all that he needs to know, but they just use the computer and a ton of speech bubbles instead of actually showing Sherlock Holmes style, him working on the cure, working on the virus, isolating the strains, and analysing the chemistry of it. And it takes away so much from the character, that hands-on aspect that Batman's always had. Superman flies around, Green Lantern does amazing spaceship battles, but Batman gets down into the mud and the blood and gets on with it. We don't want endless stories about how Bruce Wayne can take out the whole Justice League because contingency magic, bat god nonsense. Nobody's interested in that. It's actually making him a bit of a joke. I mean, you've seen the "because I'm Batman" memes all the time, and it's a meme for a reason. It's not a celebration, it's a jab at him from the fans. And the problem with all this isn't that it's badly done or people don't want to see it sometimes. The problem is it's just distracting from Bruce Wayne as a character. It takes away from him because you're looking at his tech, and his tech is becoming the star of the show. I mean, this picture here, what does that say? It's just a rope and a grapple on the end. And okay, maybe it's a bit too low tech, but what you're thinking is skill, practice, technique. That's what you're thinking about. You're thinking about how Bruce Wayne stays calm under pressure and just uses this equipment to own the crap out of criminals. And the question isn't, can Bruce Wayne kick the asses of every member of the Justice League? What the question should be is, why is it that in a world full of billionaires, not one billionaire has become Batman? You've seen that on the internet 1,000 times, that question. And the question's answer is Bruce Wayne. The mentality, the drive, the determination, the brain. What's really more impressive? A computer that can calculate everything about a crime scene, scan it all, do all the CSI type stuff, or a guy whose brain is so sharp, whose senses are so sharp, whose mind is so logical that he can just step into a crime scene that the CSIs have been all over for days, and he just spots something, and he thinks about that while being shot at and stuff usually, and he comes up with an answer, all by himself. Do you want a Bruce Wayne that cases the joint and picks the locks and studies the architecture and waits for his moment and then just cuts the power and jumps in and scares the crap out of everybody and does what Batman does best? Or do you want a guy who just has a computer that can hack the city power grid and shut down any building in the city? Because we've seen the Riddler do that and it didn't work and nobody was scared of him. So why is it all of a sudden cool when Batman does it? It isn't. So stop it, DC. Stop making Batman into Tony Stark and start really thinking about what he is. A detective and a ninja and a philanthropist. That's what Batman is. So, sorry, this video has been a bit more ranty than I wanted it to be. I had so much material and so much research ready for this, but I felt it would have gone on too long. I could do a full analysis of this, in 20 minutes, half an hour. But I just wanted to sound off about this. I'm sick of Iron Bat. I want my Sherlock Holmes style Batman back. Because the only way is up when you start messing with this technological stuff. He's just going to computerize everything, and he's going to get boring. So let me know if you liked the video, let me know if you agree or disagree. Chances are I'll agree with a lot of what you guys have to say, because I like a lot of this stuff. I'm just getting sick of seeing it all the time. So anyway, until next time, I hope you're all well, and I'll see you later.